Heyo guys, welcome back. It's how I've been asked a few times. I want your opinion on the new batch awakenings for ability awakenings. Are they worth it? 7 stars coming out. Should I use this stuff? Yada yada yada. How do you feel about it? So we're going in here today. We're gonna start with my girl Prish, the long forgotten Queen of Van'Diel. She's not actually queen in that game, but she is to me in my heart. Let's go over her. She's got Will to Live, base effect auto revive, 80% HP for 3 turns to the caster. If used after Berserk Attack Plus or Dawn Eye, which isn't out yet. Dawn Eye is gonna be our 7-star cooldown skill. Okay, auto revive, 80% HP for 3 turns to all allies, and then of course that's all that it does. Now Will to Live plus, if you awaken it, +2. It's 9-turn auto revive that lasts so long, and if used after Berserk Attack Plus or Dawn Eye, it's 9-turn auto revive for your whole party. Okay, I think this question mark not available until 7-star Dawn Eye. Basically a skill that, like, I think it buffs herself and maybe breaks the enemies. That's all that it does. But you know, as you see as we go through the awakenings here, Dawn Eye here, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome for her. This is a new thing in global. So Tornado Kick. Hey man, if used after Berserk Attack Plus, it gives you Prish Special. If used after Berserk Attack Plus, also gives you access to Prish Special. I read in the patch notes that it was also after Dawn Eye as well. If that's true, they must have taken it out because it's no longer here. But this Dawn Eye thing was also here to give her Prish Special +2. Prish Special +2 and Prish Special are her 10 times multiplier attack that only unlocks after using Berserk Attack Plus. Prish Special +2 though is the same 10-point multiplier attack, 10.0 multiplier attack, and then in addition to that, it re-unlocks Prish Special. So as long as you can unlock Prish Special, you can use it over and over and over and over, assuming you use it every turn. So that's pretty cool there. Awesome. Flawless. Basically, you get a little MP and you get what? Fist Enhanced. So you get another 50% attack. You get 10% more from a fist weapon. It goes from 30 and 30 to 40 and 40. And then you also get 40% attack and 40% spirit when equipped with a hat. So you get a total of 80 instead of a total of 30. So that's pretty cool there. Prish, she's pretty cool 7-star. Right now is a 6-star. She's more than serviceable if she's your best unit. Definitely go ahead and unlock Prish Special. This makes her way better as a unit. 10 times multiplier continuously over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Make her dual wield. Hit him with 10, hit him with 10, hit him with 10, hit him with 10 over and over and over. Become a monk. Is she like top tier super meta? No. Is she more than serviceable? Yes. If you have dual wield gear for her and stuff like that, definitely think about giving her a spin. The biggest downside to her is that she has to build up to Prish Special first. That's why if she gets 7-star awakening and she gets Dawn Eye, and then just start spamming Prish Specials. Also, Prish Special +2 imperils by 40% all elements as well. So she also has a self imperil. We forgot about that, but apparently they did here as well. But I know that's how it is because she's my girl. All right, so we have Werei. We're not really gonna talk about Werei. He's a 6-star max. He's just not worth enhancing. He's a damage dealer. 6-star max is what holds him back. He's never gonna do anything that like a 7-star max cannot do, or a 5-star base cannot do. He just isn't that strong, guys. So we're just not gonna talk about him. It's a double hand, and then his multipliers are all garbage. So Veritas of the Dark here. Impact, if you max it out, it's not good. It's still 45% break. The multiplier goes up to 4.2, but it's magic damage, so it's still not gonna do damage. The MP cost that goes down, it's not that big of a deal. And then it's got 30% all elemental resistance down by 30% for 4 turns. That's not that big of a deal either, okay? So the only time you would ever want to enhance impact is if you're like up against a boss who's like weak to lightning or something. Or you need to use some weird, elemental attack that's not dark or holy, or whoever your chaining partner is. Usually what you're gonna do is if the boss is immune to dark and you're using Veritas of the Dark, you just make him chain with someone else in the future. Maybe you make him chain with Alandu, maybe make him chain with Reagan, maybe make him chain with Frivia, and then you let them imperil, and then you equip your Veritas of the Dark to match them, right? If the boss is immune to dark, make him chain with Frivia and give him like a nice sword or a nice katana. Frivia is imperiling nice, you don't need dark impact. Same for Reagan, same for Hyo, same for a lot of units, same for Alandu. So this is not that big of a deal. You'll probably never use it. I wouldn't waste the crisps on it. Now we have Dark Lord. 30% attack and HP when equipped with heavy armor. Awesome. That's great. That's the only reason I would get this. Increase its equipment attack 100% when single wielding a one-handed weapon. 100% double hand. You're not double handing with Dark Lord. He doesn't have true double hand, or not true double hand. He doesn't have dual cast. He doesn't have dual cast skills, so he's still a much better dual wielder. I would pick this up just for the 30% attack, 30% HP. I would get it for that. All right. Dark Punishment goes up to a 2.6 times modifier, ignore 50% defense, so 5.2 times mod. With 50% Dark Apparel, the MP cost goes down. Max it out because it's a skill that you're probably using. 5.2 times mod, much better than a 4.0 mod. So definitely max out Dark Punishment if you're using Veritas of the Dark. It's his best move, and it's going to continue to be his best move after you enhance it. Dark Edge, increase physical damage against beasts, humans, and dragons. Dragons, my bad, not dragoons, by 75% for 1 turn to the caster. With Dark Imbue. It's not good. You don't want this either. It's a 6 times multiplier, so it's like a chain finishing skill that imbues you with Dark. But most of the time you're already going to have a Dark weapon, so you don't want the imbue. He's not a good double hander, so you're not using like a non-elemental greatsword, so you don't need the imbue. So you're dual wielding still, because he's bad. He's bad with the other parts of the skill. The imbue is bad. The chain finishing part's bad. So you're chaining with him as a dual wielding unit still. Even if you want to take the turn off, the only time you'd ever use this skill is if you're fighting a beast, human, or a dragon, and the beast, human, or dragon becomes immune for 1 turn. You will always do more damage just chaining 2 times in a row. Like, use Dark Punishment, use Dark Punishment again. That'll do more damage than Dark Edge into Dark Punishment. Dark Edge and Dark Punishment is garbage. The only time you'll ever use it if you're fighting someone who like jumps in the air or becomes immune or something like that. Then you can take the turn off Dark Edge. Okay. And then next turn you have the 75% killer. But outside of that, not useful. I would not get it, okay? Veritas of the Light Ultima. Maybe for Arena, but no. Don't do it. Divine Shot. Light hybrid damage, 8.5 times multiplier of 65% light and pearl. If you're using her, get it. Get it. Love it. Get it. Love it. 65% in peril instead of 50%. Higher multiplier. Awesome. Definitely do this. Splendor. Increase attack and magic by 100%. HP drops below 50%. Instead of 30%, not that big of a deal. Increase attack magic by 30% equipped with heavy armor. Oosh. That one's gonna be kind of hard to fill because she needs like magic and attack. So for like a fixed dice build or something that's really strong, because you want to use attack for your fixed dice build. For a normal build, that's probably okay. Throw like the new Iron Colossus armor on her. She's a hybrid unit. Throw that on there. Yeah, that's good there. And then obviously you can use the Saint Buster at the start of the battle. Saint Buster here is her giant wizard, 16 times multiplier chain finishing skill. You can just out the gate, boom. I think you can turn 1 Bloody Moon with this. So definitely think about that if you haven't done Bloody Moon yet. Maybe when 7-star Veritas of the Light comes out, or even 6-star. I think 6-star Veritas of the Light can still turn 1 Bloody Moon. So look into your Veritas of the Light friends if they're enhanced, or if you need to beat it still and you have a Veritas of the Light, go in there, chain on Bloody Moon, chain finish, bada bing, bada boom. License to Kill increases your killers to 100% instead of 50%. Yes, these are demons, mechanical, fairies, and undead. Demons and undead, fairly common. Mechanicals, kind of common. And then fairies don't exist, dude. They don't. I'm sorry, Tinkerbell. But yeah, max that out for sure. Veritas of the Flame. Hopefully he gets some love in his 7-star form. I think he got some love in these enhancements too. Axe Mastery, 100% attack equipped with an axe. I don't like that. If I'm using Veritas of the Flame, I'll probably put fixed dice on him because it's so strong on him. So I wouldn't get Axe Mastery. If you're trying to use him with fixed dice, obviously it doesn't do anything for him. So Flame Lord, he gets 40% HP and 20% defense when equipped with heavy armor. Okay, but it also enables access to double axe, which should be used to use axe skills twice in 1 turn. Super cool. If you don't know what his axe skills are like the imperils that imbue him. So you can use 2 of those right away. Super cool. A little bit more damage while you set up. So definitely I would get that for that reason. The HP plus 40% defense, not the greatest thing ever. Because he's a damage dealing unit, he shouldn't be really taking that much damage anyhow. Uplift though. Chance to counter physical attacks. This is the base version. 30% with enabling full charge stomp. Magic attacks 30% with full charge stomp as well. 40% is the proc rate, okay, for both full charge stomp plus 2 on attack and full charge stomp plus 2 on magic. So uplift. Literally doesn't say. Okay, here it is. Full charge down +2. 6.2 times mod with ignore 50% defense. So 12.4 times modifier. The modifier is really good. The problem with this is he has to be getting hit. And if you're using, you know, the kind of tanks you need to be using nowadays, Provoke tank, AoE magic cover, the same team, what is the Veritas of the Flame getting hit by? The answer to that is not very much. So you're not going to really counter with Uplift very much, and you're not going to unlock the skill. So I wouldn't get it. It's kind of a waste to me. Now, Heavy Stomp here, I do like this skill. It's a global exclusive upgrade. It makes him a much better unit, especially in the 7-star meta and even now. Basically, it's a 6-point multiplier. Okay, 6.0 multiplier. His best chain finishing skill he has access to off the bat, and then enables Power Stomp for 1 turn, which I do believe is a 10.0 multiplier. Yeah, 10.0 multiplier. So you can go a 6.0 chain finishing multiplier into a 10.0 chain finishing multiplier. And that'll allow you to do a lot of damage. It's the multipliers on that don't seem like a lot, but remember he can use fixed dice. He's got all those buffs and stuff. So, is he top tier? No. Can he hit really hard? Yes. And the thing here is that it's consistent damage for him. His major downside originally was that if you didn't get hit and get countered or get the counter off of Uplift off, you were stuck just spamming 5.0 Heavy Stomp. You just 5.0 multiplier, 5.0 multiplier. And it was bad. Now you go 6.0 multiplier, a little bit better. Okay, 10.0 multiplier, 6.0, 10.0, 6.0, 10.0. And with fixed dice, that 10.0 multiplier on average is a 38.5 times multiplier with the fixed dice bonus. So now you can see how strong that can be. If you get super lucky and you max roll fixed dice for 6.5, it's a 65 times multiplier. It's pretty strong, pretty strong. All right, Earth Lord though, he's already gotten a lot of love here in global. Earth Lord, he will get 25% defense and HP equipped with heavy armor, auto heal. If you're still using him, definitely pick this up. He becomes self-sufficient on his healing with that 1,800 HP regen, 25% defense, 25% HP. If you're still using Earth Lord as your AoE physical cover tank, definitely something that you're going to want to think about doing. I would pick it up. All right, now the thing to think about with Earth Lord is that as more and more 7-stars come out, he's going to get worse and worse in comparison. Not saying that he's worse immediately. A lot of the 7-star content that we're getting hit with, as far as trials and stuff like that, don't require you to have 7 stars at all. And Earth Lord is getting some much needed love here. Okay, so Incinerating Press is 100% provoke and gives him 30% damage mitigation as well. Awesome. So if you use him as a provoke tank as well as an AoE cover tank, this is even better. Now he has a buff to his Guardian here, chance to protect all allies from physical damage, 70% proc rate, and then gives himself damage mitigation of 60%. This makes him so good as an AoE cover tank. Okay, he was good before because he had a 60% chance to cover, but he only got 35% reduction in damage from his cover mitigation. This gives him a 60% covered mitigation. This is insane. This coupled with this up here from Earth Lord is going to make him much more tankier, and he's going to almost always cover with the 70% proc rate. So if you are using Veritas of the Earth, I would definitely pick up Guardian. I would definitely pick up Earth Lord, and then if you use him as a cover tank as well, I would definitely pick up Incinerating Press, assuming you don't have some sort of, you know, spread shield effect, because this will not stack with spread shield. This mitigate damage taken. Spread shield hyper null doesn't work with that. If you already have that stuff up on demand, whether you're using Suji Nicole or Riku or Yan or whomever, you don't need to get this because you already have it on your team and this doesn't do anything for you. Now the last one, last two I guess, last one really in my mind, we have Mind Blast, a silence confusion 100% to all enemies. Okay, it also gets a 50% spirit break if you max it out, and then if you use it again, it changes to Psycho Blast, which is a magic damage 10 times multiplier with spirit scaling to one enemy. One hit, 45 MP. So it's kind of cool that it changed to a 10 times mod, but if you're on like a trial boss, the Silence Confusion doesn't do anything. Spirit Break 50%, pretty decent, but you probably get better than that. Okay, so like the first time you use it, it's kind of wasted on a trial boss. And then you get the 10 times modifier with your spirit as your damaging stat. But since you didn't do anything the turn before, it's kind of like you did a 5 times multiplier into a 5 times multiplier, so it's not nearly as strong as it looks in use. Okay, now Forbidden Arts enables access to the following abilities for 3 turns: Dual Cast, Swift Current, Aqua Prison, and Elemental Power. You maxed it out, enables access to the following abilities for 20 turns: Dual Cast, Swift Current, Aqua Prison, Elemental Power. Swift Current increases elemental resistance by 40% for 3 turns to all allies with an 80% defense and spirit bonus, and mitigate magic damage, which is the big one here, by 30% for 3 turns to all allies. Aqua Prison +2, a little bit of magic damage here. Water magic damage like 3.3 multiplier with a 45% spirit break. Aqua Prison +2 is not good. Elemental Power is the one we just went over, actually. That's the one I went over. Elemental Power is the good one. Swift Current is 5 times multiplier. Water magic damage, 25 spirit ignore. So it's like a 7.5 mod. Not the greatest. The best thing here is Elemental Power. It's a lot of stuff. The defense spirit buff is pretty strong. Elemental resistance buff is pretty strong. And the mitigate magic damage taken by 30% for 3 turns to all allies is incredibly strong, because I think right now the only other character in the game who can do AoE magic damage mitigation is Rena, and she's time limited 5-star, so that's pretty strong there. I don't know if this means that you need to use her on your team though, because this is basically all you're bringing her for. You can't use it on turn 1. Turn 1 you have to use Forbidden Arts. Turn 2 you can do this, so turn 1 you don't get any of this stuff. And then afterwards, I mean, she doesn't really do a whole lot. She has counterattacks with water resistance buff. I wouldn't really bother with Veritas of the Waters, just because even though this one thing she gets is incredibly powerful, and you can kind of have her chain finish every once in a while with Mind Blast +2, she doesn't really do a whole lot of other stuff. It'd be kind of like if you can bring her to your party, you can probably bring anyone you want to your party. And if you're bringing her, you just might as well bring like another damage dealing unit, like maybe a chain finisher. She's kind of taking up the chain finisher spot in your party. You could probably bring someone better than that. Now, Veritas of the Heavens, this boy, he's up in the heavens, dude. 10 turn jump. All right, so Spine Shatter Dive 1, you don't want it. All right, goes from a 2 turns multiplier to 3 times more. Spine Shatter Jump 1, garbage. Spine Shatter Dive 2, I'm also gonna call it garbage. Yep, 5.5 multiplier after you use this one, garbage. Spine Shatter Dive 3, 8 times multiplier, garbage. Spine Shatter Dive 0, 13 times multiplier. That's good, but you have to use all of his stuff first. So he's not good. He's never going to be good. Heaven Lord's not worth it. Don't do it, guys. It doesn't matter. So with that being said, Earth, super strong. Veritas of Flame, super good. Light is pretty decent. Dark's all right. You get some decent stuff. Prish is okay as well. And then, you know, if you want to try to put water in your party, you are more than inclined to do that. But hopefully this helps you out, guys. This was requested, so hopefully I covered everything you needed to have covered. If you want to see more stuff, subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, turn the notification thing on somewhere. Playlist section has a lot more information for you guys to go over, whether you want team building guides, mechanics of the game, other different reviews of units and awakenings and trial guides and stuff like that. So go ahead and check that stuff out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And thank you for all the continued support, guys. It's been pretty awesome hanging out with you. Peace.